Hi, this is Susanna from Hold It Right There Sewing Patterns. Welcome back to my Delmar Wristlet Sew Along tutorials. To make the Delmar Wristlet, you will need to purchase the sewing pattern from my website linked below. In my previous video, we cut out our fabric, interfaced all our pieces, and we're ready to begin sewing. This video will walk you through making the front tab closure with the turn lock hardware. Locate your tab closure F pieces. Right sides together, pin or clip the tab closure pieces along the side and bottom edges. Using a 1/4 inch seam allowance, sew along the side and bottom edges. Do not sew across the top. Trim the seam allowance close to the stitching. Be careful not to cut through the stitching. I like to trim the corner edges first so that when I turn my tab right side out, I can have as squared off as possible corners. Next, turn the tab closure right side out. I find it helpful to push out the corners with an old letter opener or a blunt pair of scissors. Once you have the tab closure turned right side out, give it a good press. Insert the ultra firm stabilizer into the top opening of the tab closure and push the stabilizer all the way down to the bottom of the narrow edge. Use a 1/8 inch seam allowance to top stitch around the sides and the bottom edge of the tab closure. With a pen, mark the installation point for the turn lock. This mark is centered 3 inches below the top raw edge. Gather your supplies now for installing the turn lock. You will need a tiny Phillips head screwdriver, unless the type of turn lock hardware you have only has prongs. You'll need a pen, a sharp pair of scissors, the disassembled turn lock, and I recommend a magnet for keeping the screws for your hardware from getting lost. Center the turn lock base over the marking that you made on your tab closure. Use your pen to color in the openings in your hardware onto your fabric. I find it helpful to connect a line from the left and right screw openings to the center opening. The resulting shape is sort of an oval or I shape. Use your scissors to now cut out the opening that you just drew. You will be cutting through all layers of fabric, interfacing, and stabilizer. This step can take a little time to cut through all the layers and to get the size right. Use the twist lock base as a template to make sure there is no fabric showing through the opening, and as you can see, I need to trim mine back a little bit. Here you can see the opening that I've cut through all the layers, and I've trimmed the size of the opening larger so that no fabric shows through the opening in the hardware. Apply Dritz Fray Check or other fabric sealant to the raw edges of the opening that you cut out, and then allow to dry before moving on to the next step. Place the front of the turn lock hardware on the front side of the tab closure, then flip the tab closure over. Before I attach the base of the hardware to the back side, I'm going to use a few drops of Fabri-Tac glue. I'm applying it on the fabric side rather than on my hardware, but you can do it either way, applying it to the hardware or to your fabric as I am. The glue is optional. Its only purpose is to prevent the hardware from shifting. Attach the adjoining turn lock hardware and securely screw into place. Your turn lock is now installed in the tab closure. Locate your D zipper band pieces and fold 1 in half, matching short sides to short sides to determine the center. I'm marking the center crease at the bottom with my friction pen. Right sides together, center and clip the raw edge of the tab closure to the center of the bottom edge of the zipper band. The wrong side of your turn lock hardware is facing you, so using a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Locate the exterior A panels. We will begin with the A panel for the front of your wristlet. Right sides together, pin or clip the bottom edge of the assembled tab closure zipper band to the top edge of the exterior A front panel. Sew using a 1/2 inch seam allowance. Press the zipper band away from the exterior front panel, then top stitch the zipper band 1/8 inch from the seam. You will now need your remaining D and A pieces. Right sides together, pin the bottom edge of the D zipper band to the top edge of the exterior panel A, which is for the back of your wristlet. Pin or clip together. Sew using a 1/2 inch seam allowance. Just as you did with the front panel, press the zipper band away from the exterior back panel and then top stitch 1/8 inch from the seam. You will now need pieces E and B. Right sides together, pin the bottom edge of the exterior slip pocket band E to the top edge of the exterior slip pocket B. Sew using a 1/2 inch seam allowance. Press the slip pocket band away from the exterior slip pocket. Then top stitch the pocket band 1/8 inch from the seam. You will need your B pattern piece and pen for this next step. Lining up the bottom edges, place your B pattern piece over your slip pocket panel that you just created. Using a washable fabric marker or friction pen, mark the insertion point for your turnlock hardware where indicated on your pattern piece. And I am using a chalk pen because my fabric is dark and my friction pen doesn't show up on it. I bought my chalk pen from Saya Swag Bags at the website linked below. We will now finish installing the turnlock on the exterior slip pocket. Center the turnlock washer over the mark that you just drew. Using the washer as a guide, use your pen to draw the 2 incision markings for the turnlock's prongs. Using your seam ripper or an X-Acto knife, cut through the 2 incision markings. Be sure you're cutting through all layers of fabric and interfacing. Apply a few drops of fray check or other fabric sealant to the raw edges of the incisions, and then allow to dry. Before we install the turnlock twisting mechanism, you'll need a scrap of ultra-firm stabilizer approximately 1 inch by 1 inch. Again, use your washer for your hardware to mark the insertion points for the prong, and then use your seam ripper to cut through those insertion points so that the prongs can fit through. This piece of stabilizer will help to reinforce the turnlock hardware. With your panel facing right side up, insert the prongs of the turnlock through the incisions. Turn the exterior slip pocket panel wrong side up. Push the prongs through the piece of ultra-firm stabilizer to reinforce the turnlock. Slide the washer onto the prongs. Fold the prongs outward to secure. Last of all, to protect your fabric from any damage from the prongs, place a scrap of woven interfacing on the wrong side of the panel. The interfacing scrap covers over the prongs and then fuse it in place. Your turnlock hardware is now installed. Join me in my next video as we finish the exterior panels and prepare the zipper for our wristlet. Many thanks to Karen of Moon and Sundries for permission to use her beautiful photos of her Delmars in this video.